You know what I really Do you know what I really love?
Go on.
Marvel movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh my god, no way.
Yes, why?
High five. Do you know what would be like totally awesome?
Go on.
If we made a list of our top 5 Marvel movies.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yes.
Hello, we are the Cynics of the Galaxy. Now, Marvel movies are very popular. In fact, it's one of the highest grossing movie franchises of all time, even beating other such popular series like James Bond, Star Wars, Harry Potter. So today we have created our own top 5 Marvel movies list. We have each made our own list and we have no idea what each other has picked. So it's going to be quite interesting. We'll be finding out now for the first time, same as you viewers. So, we'll see if we pick the same movies or in a similar order. So I'm quite looking forward to seeing what you've chosen. Just keep in mind there will be some spoilers. To keep it simple, we're only picking movies from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So we're not including movies such as, Spider-Man or the X-Men films or standalone films like Daredevil. I mean, not as though any of us would pick Daredevil in our top 5 Marvel films, of course.
How do you know?
I swear, if you pick Daredevil in your top 5 Marvel list, we are no longer friends.
So, allow me to kick this off. So, I've got to be honest, Thor isn't my favourite sort of superhero ever. However, in this film, I really do like a good villain, as you'll come to know within these top 5 lists. And I really feel like you get to know Loki and what he's capable of.
Hello, Mother. Have I made you proud?
Not just with his sort of villainy, but like psychologically what he's capable of. And I really like that in a character. And I would say, as I say, even though Thor isn't my favourite superhero, I feel like in this film, in comparison to his last, not his last, but the last, you really sort of, he comes across as he is immortal, like he is a god.
With all that power, I thought you'd hit harder.
Whereas in the first one, it just seemed like he was a god in training to me. So that's my reasons for really liking this For the Dark World a lot better than the first one, and that's why it's number 5 for me.
Okay, yes, my number 5. I mean, I'm not going to lie, before 2008, when this movie came out, I wasn't really a huge superhero fan. I mean, I enjoyed the Spider-Man films, sure, but apart from that, I wasn't really a big Batman film. I've never really been interested in the X-Men, to be honest. So I wasn't that clued up about the lesser-known superheroes, such as Iron Man. So, when the movie did come out, I knew practically next to nothing about Iron Man or what it was about, even the character, what it was, what is it. But, nevertheless, the trailer looked interesting. I thought I'd give it a chance in cinema, and, little did I know, this would be the movie that would make me fall in love with the superhero genre all over again. And, get me, back interested in Marvel and the whole universe it's set in. It really is a great film. It's action-packed. It's filled with suspense, humour. Robert Downey Jr. is very likeable as the main character, Tony Stark.
Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. There you go.
Mr. Stark! Excuse me, Mr. Stark. Christine Everhart, Vanity Fair magazine. Can I ask you a couple of questions?
She's cute. She's all right. Hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's okay?
Okay, go.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not bad.
Gwyneth Paltrow is also very easy in the eye.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Uh, and the villain is quite well developed. He has a good backstory, which a lot of superhero movies can't always seem to get right nowadays. So yeah, overall, a really good, entertaining, fun movie.
Okay, so up next for me is Avengers, the first Avengers. I think really this has to be in the list somewhere. Although it's not the greatest film ever, I think when you're thinking about Marvel films, it's got to be in there for me personally.
It's like a celebration of Marvel in a way,
Absolutely,
isn't it? It all comes
and
together.
I remember the excitement that I felt when they announced the film was coming out. And up until the cinema, that excitement sort of remained, and throughout the whole film, it's just great to watch. I think my only concern perhaps was how were they going to fit characters like Black Widow and Hawkeye into the film that really made it.
Do you mean like the more sort of human characters?
How'd you get him out?
Cognitive recalibration. I hit you really hard in the head.
Thanks. Tossing. How many agents did I take?
Don't do that to yourself, Clint. This is Loki. This is monsters and magic and nothing we were ever trained for.
Yeah, absolutely. So for people that are mortal, how can they be in the film and actually be a key part of it? But you really do see them helping them in an actual meaningful way. Like they're not just pawns in the game of chess. And I think really the other things I really enjoyed about it were you got to see, like, even though there was supposed to be a team, there were conflicts within that team.
I enjoy it. Like you see, like Iron Man and Captain America fight.
Absolutely, I mean, their conflict was good to see, but the conflict that I enjoyed more was Thor and Hulk.
Yeah,
that was just great to watch. So it had its comical moments.
The punch at the end.
Absolutely, So I mean, even though the stakes weren't that high in this film, everything tied together really well.
It's just the whole city of New York.
Well, but I mean,
who cares about New York, right?
Yeah, but Loki in the end, it just seems so easily beaten just by Hulk, throwing him around like a rag doll.
Enough! You are all of you beneath me. I am a god, you dull creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
And but other than that, the whole film was just really cool.
Yeah. Okay, my number 4 is the Avengers as well, funny enough. I mean, what can I add to what you said? I mean, there was a big buzz about all these characters coming together. Like you've seen Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, you've seen the Hulk, and now they're all going to be in the same movies.
Do not touch me again.
Then don't take my stuff.
You have no idea what you're dealing with.
Shakespeare in the Park?
Doth mother know you weareth her drapes?
This is beyond you, Metal Man.
So, it was a bit about, how they're going to do this, how they're going to make this work, all these different universes and places they're from, Thor's from,
absolutely.
Up Asgard, not even on Earth, but no, they made it work really well, it did so disappoint. Loki was a great villain. I mean, he was strangely likable for a villain, which, he's a bad guy, he's not meant to be likable, you're not meant to be rooting for him. But no, he was great. I think Loki sort of brought the whole film together. Without him, I don't know if it would have worked as well because, a film is only as good as its villain.
I got it.
And you've got a great, interesting, likable, like I said, funny, a lot of charm, charisma for a bad guy. But, Avengers.
Right.
Yeah, you know, the action scenes, the script, the music, everything came together perfectly. So yeah, great film.
Okay, so the bronze medal in my list is Avengers Age of Ultron. Yeah, when comparing this to the first Avengers, I love the darker tones in this film. You really do feel like the stakes are a lot higher in this one, as I said on the previous Avengers. You know, I just think the idea of you know, Ultron being this supercomputer-minded villain really makes you in the audience feel like, oh, this guy could end it all.
My vision. They really did take everything from me.
You set the terms. You can change them.
All right.
Well, yeah, he was very like intimidating. Don't get me wrong, I love Loki, but
Yeah,
Ultron
absolutely.
just seems more like a real threat.
Yeah, he's not got that sort of almost goofy side to the character where it's like, you know, very witty play. It's just like, no, I am going to end everything, and
Showed no remorse.
exactly. And the way that they portrayed him in the film, the way he was created, if it can be called a he, yeah. So,
although James Spader, he did a really good job with the voice.
absolutely,
I like.
and I just felt like even though what he is such a complex thing, they really did a good job of letting the audience into that and explaining it in a way that made sense. You think, oh yeah, I understand how this is a big thing that's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you mean?
Again, the sort of relationship between the superheroes, the Avengers, I felt that worked extremely well again in this film. They had their conflict still. You know, I really like what they did with Iron Man. You know, Tony Stark. Like they made it like his fault almost that this was all happening. They dealt with that really well in a really sort of almost adult kind of way. Not adult, as in rude adult, but just you know,
I
made
think I know what you mean.
it feel responsible in a way that wasn't like, oh, so what? You know, world's gonna end, whatever. You know.
Yeah, like they had actual responsibility.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because it was their fault.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Cool.